Thanks, Mr. H.
Beautiful home decorating begins at Hurstfield's.
Coming soon, Hurstfield's in Burnsville.
Village Chevrolet fights inflation with deflation specials. Last of the 78s. Now a new 79 Nova with lots of equipment lists for $6,083. Deflation special price on our 78 is only $4,295. That's a $1,788 savings. Now you get the balance of the factory warranty plus our free 24-month, 24,000-mile powertrain warranty. If you don't buy one of these Nova deflation specials from Village Chevrolet, you're blowing $1,788.
Precipitation continues over central Minnesota into western Wisconsin. Basically, the precipitation is southeast of a line from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Duluth. In these showers along the Minnesota and Wisconsin line, very light showers moving to the north at 30 miles an hour, but heavier rain just south of Eau Claire. The showers that are west and southwest of us seem to be a steady rain and very little movement, but heavier showers from Hutchinson up through the St. Cloud area. The snow reported in surface reports from Alexandria to just south of Duluth. This is our WCCO Weather Watch Color Radar, a presentation of the National Weather Service. It's cloudy here in our metro area. Present temperature is 38 degrees, humidity at 85%, winds north at 12. Pressure reading is at 29.79 inches and the pressure is steady. Our temperature range today from 38 to 41. Sunrise at 6:13, sunset tonight at 6:28, and if we had had sunshine all that time, it would have been 12 hours and 15 minutes. The sky is cloudy at International Falls to Bemidji, 38 at Bemidji, 35 degrees present temperature at International Falls. Raining at Alexandria, 33. Light rain continues at Rochester, temperature is 41. Snow at Duluth, their temperature is 34 degrees. There was at least a half-inch of rain on the western edge of our weather net through the afternoon. That would be the Annandale-Hutchinson area. Present temperature 30 at Annandale, 34 at Hutchinson. With a third of an inch of rain at Sandstone, and their present temperature is 38. Right now at Rice Lake, it's 36, 34 at Durand, and 33 degrees at Owatonna. Cooler temperatures are predicted for tonight and tomorrow in much of our five-state area. With storm centers in Kansas and another backup center in the southern part of Utah, the sky is cloudy and a huge precipitation pattern from the southwest through Texas along the Gulf, up through the Ohio Valley, and obviously up through the northern part of the upper Mississippi Valley into our five-state area. Flooding continued today on the Illinois River in Peoria, Illinois, toward the center part of the state. We had films yesterday of the Illinois flood stage at LaSalle, just outside of Chicago. But today, the flooding continued through the Peoria area, where the river was about 10 feet over flood stage and flooding about 10,000 acres of farmland in that area. That's the central part of Illinois. It looks like they're going to continue to get rain in the forecast for tomorrow. We have a tornado watch for parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Beaumont, Texas, with an inch of rain today. Flood watch for the southern quarter of Minnesota, the southern half of Wisconsin, all of Iowa for tonight. A travel advisory for the northern half of Minnesota. And cooler temperatures are forecast as this cold front moves into the area. Temperatures forecast for tomorrow, 33, the forecast, and cloudy at Fargo, with rain forecast south of our five-state area, the west Omaha, down through Kansas City, rain New Orleans, Atlanta to Asheville and Chicago. Tampa, partly cloudy and 80. New York City, fair and a high of 60 for tomorrow. In the 70s from Tucson to Dallas, 48 at Denver. Temperatures will be in the 50s from Reno to Boise, and partly cloudy out through the Pacific Northwest. Rain will continue tonight in our metro area with easterly winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. 35 will be our low temperature overnight, with the rain continue tomorrow. Southeast winds and a high of 38 degrees. We will have a bit of sunshine and forecast for Saturday and Sunday. But Monday, starting off the week with more showers, with high temperatures at 32 on Saturday, 35 on Sunday, 42 degrees, the warmest we can expect on Monday.
So that clouding up again is going to bring us warmer temperatures.
I think so.
Okay, thank you, Bud. Well, you people were busy today with the girls' basketball tourney.
Yes, indeed. And also, Doug, the National Hockey League directors voted to expand to 4 WHA teams, and that would be effective next year. And also, like you say, we have a story on that frantic first day of the action of the state girls' basketball tournament. That's coming up next on Sports.
Some people think this speed limit is also the age limit of a safe driver. They're wrong. Colonial Penn knows that, my car insurance company. They specialize in insurance for people 50 and over. And because I qualify, Colonial Penn won't ever drop me for having an accident or making a claim. Guaranteed.
That's a good feeling.
Ensure the best years of your life with Colonial Penn.
It's Glidden's dazzling anniversary celebration. Now, for a limited time, you can get famous spread satin latex wall paint for a spectacular $6.99 a gallon, the same price as last year. Only $6.99 for a beautiful flat finish in today's most popular colors. Get spread satin during the Glidden anniversary celebration, but hurry.
Glidden, paint you can be loyal to.
These two rigs represent the option you have when applying Dual. Because Dual is the grass herbicide you can incorporate or spray on the surface. So with Dual, you decide whether to incorporate or surface apply. Whether I put Dual on the surface or incorporate Dual, I use the same rate. That's the Dual option. Dual, the grass herbicide you can spray on the surface or incorporate.
Good news for farmers. Dual herbicide is now labeled for soybeans. Moving to sports.
Chuck, did you say Dual is now new for soybeans?
Right. Now in sports.
I always thought Dual was a corn herbicide, Chuck.
It is, but now you can use Dual on corn and soybeans.
Soybeans, too.
Right.
Wow.
In sports.
Can you surface apply or incorporate Dual at the same rate like in corn?
Yes.
Really?
In basket.
Oh, what a bummer.
No time for sports.
It's too bad. Good night, Chuck.
Well, there is a little time for sports. In Double-A basketball, girls basketball in the state tournament today, Northfield and Coon Rapids the winners. In A, the smaller schools, Moose Lake and Albany the winners. First of today's highlights from the Class AA, the large schools from the St. Paul Civic Center. That's for Northfield in the light jerseys. And number 23, Tammy Metcalf, setting a tournament record with 10 assists, rolled to a 50-25 win over St. Francis. Tammy Metcalf assists on each of these buckets, and she can really pass, as you can see. Christy Robinson and Lisa Almquist led Northfield in scoring with 14 apiece. Northfield is unbeaten, and they are favored in Class AA competition. To give you an idea of the dominance of Northfield over St. Francis, Northfield led 18-0 after the first quarter, coasted to that 50-25 win. Second game, Class AA, pitted Coon Rapids against Shakopee, both solid clubs. Coon Rapids the eventual winner by 1 point, 41-40. Number 53, Gene Shore of Coon Rapids in the dark jersey scored 12 points to lead the Cardinals to their 22nd win in 23 games. They've lost only one. Number 25 for Coon Rapids is Dawn Anderson. She also had 12 points, and Dawn is one of the best passers you'll see anywhere. Shakopee is now 19-4 on the year. Final again, Coon Rapids 41-40, and how about that last shot? Over Shakopee. So it'll be Coon Rapids meeting Northfield in tomorrow's semifinals at the Met Sports Center. Smaller schools, Class A first-round action. That's at the Met Sports Center today. Moose Lake kept its undefeated record intact, beating Fertile Beltrami 64-61 in overtime. Moose Lake trailed by 8 at the half, but Betty Stoll and the rest of the Lakers fought back to tie that game at 56 and send it into overtime. Shelley Oystad, the 5'11 senior from Fertile Beltrami, led all scorers. She had 25. With about 10 seconds left in overtime, Tammy Majeski of Moose Lake put in a rebound, and that was all the Lakers needed. Tammy's sister Kathy put in the final bucket, making the final 64-61. Sue Doherty led the Lakers with 20 points, even though she fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Albany won their game against Southwest Christian 43-41 in a real thriller, and they will meet Moose Lake tomorrow in the semifinals. In the second half, it was Kelly Skalicki who led Albany to the win, leading by 1 at the half. Skalicki came out and controlled the offense and made the key defensive plays when they were needed. Albany's all-time leading scorer, she's only a sophomore, made the play of the game when, after making a turnover with 10 seconds left in the game, she stole the ball back and drove the length of the court to put in the winning bucket. Skalicki led all scorers with 22 points. Tonight in Class AA, Lindbergh and Melrose, St. Paul Central against Minneapolis North. Class A at the Met Sports Center has Austin Pacelli against New York Mills, and Redwood Falls takes on Brady. In a vote by the National Hockey League Board of Governors today, they have voted to approve a proposal to permit expansion to 4 World Hockey Association teams. Now, the teams are not named, but of the 6 teams in that league, the teams thought to be Edmonton, Quebec, New England, and Winnipeg. The expansion would take place next season, and North Star's general manager Lou Nanne is in Chicago, where the meetings are being held, and Lou refused to elaborate beyond the league approval of the proposals. It's now up to the World Hockey Association teams to see if they can live with those terms. The Gopher hockey team faces Eastern Collegiate Hockey Power, the champion there in the East, New Hampshire. That's in about 5 minutes from right now. First round of the NCAA Championships in Detroit. Channel 4 sports reporter Tom Hanneman is with photographer Larry Kohout in Detroit, and we hope to have highlights of tonight's games for you on the 10 p.m. report right here on CCO television. The Twins won today, 10 innings. They beat Pittsburgh 3-1.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. And we'll be back in just a moment with the story of a man who's been in prison for so long he just doesn't want to leave.
By noon, you bring down enough timber to put up a small town. You got one tool, a chainsaw, and it's your bread and butter. On the bar, it says Homelight, but out here, it's the Chainsaw King. And right now, you can buy the King, the Homelight XL, at a king-size savings. Or pick one of 5 other Homelights and get this $15.99 woodcutters kit free from Homelight, the Chainsaw King.
You'll find your new Homelight at the following dealer.
There's no other life like farming, getting up just ahead of the sun. While the cities are all still sleeping, your work has already begun. To keep the food on America's table, to keep America fit and strong. And we're there to help keep you moving. Good years with you all the way.
Goodyear and Pit Stop Service. All you need to know about farm tires available here.
This great German wine is pronounced Weber. Weber when you want fine German white wines.
Friday evening at 10:30 on Channel 4, Fred Astaire and Bing Crosby star in the musical comedy Blue Skies.
Why do you want this young lady in the show?
Well, it's a chance to get her out of the chorus.
Oh, I see. An interest in her career. That's nice. Why then are you rejecting friend Potter's handsome offer?
My mother told me never to take presents from strange men.
Blue Skies on the 10:30 Friday movie on 4. Every evening, Channel 4 plays favorites.
Most inmates at Stillwater State Prison are counting the months and the days until they get paroled. But old Pete, real name Peter Slight, is an exception. He could have left prison 7 years ago, but he's decided to stay. Since he's been there for 32 years following a murder conviction, it's the only life he's known. Well, Dave Nimmer will have old Pete's story on the 10 p.m. report tonight. As far as the 6 p.m. report, that's it for now. Thank you much for being with us. We'll see you in about 4 hours. Bye-bye.